Hi there, welcome to the first prediction challenge that the Clarity project is running. It's running from November 21 and through to spring 22. Now the Clarity project is about trying to make better hearing aids, particularly it's trying to improve the signal processing that hearing aids do. And for that end we're running enhancement challenges where we challenge people to take some speech in noise and make the speech more intelligible, so that when people listen to it they can pick out the speech and get more words correct. And that's what we call the enhancement challenge, and that's been running. We've already run one, we'll run another one in the spring of 22 through to the summer. But to make algorithms which improve the speech, to suppress the noise or make the speech more intelligible by enhancing the speech, we need some computer method to automatically predict what the speech intelligibility is. And there's a variety of models out there. We used MBStory in the last one, I'll show you it in a moment, but we do need to improve those, they're not perfect. And so we are also running a series of prediction challenges, and this is what I'm talking about today, where we give people speech and noise produced by a hearing aid and get people to try and come up with an algorithm which predicts what they would score if they were played to a listener, and how many words would they get correct. In other words, the speech intelligibility. So this is the sort of layout for the first prediction challenge, and what we have in here in the bottom left hand side we have scenes which were being generated. This was someone in a living room, there was an interfering noise source around, and there was a target talker they were trying to listen to. We also had to pluck out an individual listener, because all this processing has to be individualized because we have people with different hearing abilities, and that has to be reflected in our processing. So the speech and noise that we create and the listener we pick out is fed into a hearing aid model, and that tries to enhance the signal, suppress the noise, enhance the speech in some way. And this yellow box here is what people were working on in the enhancement challenge. So we have improved speech and noise in the middle here, which is coming out of the hearing aid, and that's being fed into this prediction challenge block. And this is where we try and estimate the speech intelligibility. Now in the baseline, the hearing loss model is one from Cambridge, and the intelligibility model is MBStory, and that outpops a score of intelligibility. For the prediction challenges, that's going to be the number of words people got right in a listening test. So for the prediction challenge, we're not really interested in the yellow box, that's already been done. We're interested in the peach box on the right hand side. So we're going to provide you a lot of speech and noise signals. We're going to provide you the clean speech before it went through all that processing, a transcript of what people were actually saying, and then we want you to estimate the number of words people get right in a listening test. And we've done the listening test to provide that ground truth data. Now you could split your model in two, as we've done here. We've got a hearing loss model, and then we've got an intelligibility model. That's what we did, but you could do a model all in one. That's entirely up to you as well. Now to facilitate this, we've been trying to make a website with even more information in this round, with more background knowledge. So if you go to that website there at the bottom, and I'll just flick through onto here, what we've tried to do is provide things like FAQs that actually provide more background knowledge. So if you're not from the area of speech intelligibility for hearing impaired people, you'll have more knowledge to compete. So we've got definitions of speech intelligibility, we've got objective models described there, we've got a great talk by James Cates, who did this at the workshop we just did, describing different models for how we might do the prediction challenge. We have stuff on hearing loss, we have Carolina Smeds talking about not only what is hearing loss, how does that affect, how does it process a signal, I guess, but also what that means in terms of what hearing aids generally do. And we also have stuff about different data augmentation processes that you might think about and other models you might build upon. So hopefully you'll find that useful in trying to put together this and solve this challenge. So as I said, the challenge is launching in November. If you go to that website, you can pre-register, and we really look forward to having lots of people competing. Join our Google group, get involved in the discussions, and if you find there's information you don't have on that website, please get in touch and we'll happily try and answer your questions.